I want to continue what I was discussing in the previous video, that case of the borrowed identity. So going back to what I was sharing, I was talking about the story of Rumpelstiltskin. And I recall that not just, but last year, my mother was asking to renew my passport, and I refused. Why did I refuse? Well, I feel that she manipulates, I know that she manipulates her age. The birth date that she shares with the public is not her real birth date. She keeps her birth date to herself, and I know this, and it's probably the one that she's told me is probably not even her real birth date. I really don't know what it is. I've never seen a birth certificate, so I don't know. So I can't help but feel she is aware of this astrology and how astrology works and how to use it to her advantage, using it in negative means, such for black magic. And by stealing mine, she's managed to manipulate me over the years, over the decades. 5 decades now. And it's just 3 years I've managed to break away. Managed to have power over me and control me. And this is, again, going back to the story of Rumpelstiltskin. By Rumpelstiltskin hiding his name, he empowered himself. No one was able to control him. So by her hiding her birthday, she empowers herself. No one can control her or manipulate her. But however, she keeps my birthday to herself so she can control and manipulate me. And so luckily now I'm aware of my own birth date. And now I'm able to empower myself. But, again, like I was saying, I refused that she renew my passport. She had asked for my birth certificate. Kind of unusual. And I told her no. She was going to, she did travel abroad, but she was going to renew my passport in our country where I was born. And I denied giving her the birth certificate. To me, it just felt like more manipulation and more of stealing my identity. And, I'd like to keep that to myself. I'm not sure what she planned to do exactly, because in order to renew one's passport, you have to be present. Was she planning to pretend that she was me in order to renew it? I wouldn't be surprised. She looks younger than her age. She could easily pass for someone in her 50s. Just to... I feel like she would do something like that just to take more of who I am, to take more of my identity. In some way, for whatever reason, since I turned 50, I can't help but 51, can't help but feel like I need to distance myself. And maybe she was planning to do something very bad to me. I know in the past, when we were living in our homeland, she did have very mafiosos tendencies, shall we say. A lot of power over people and getting rid of people too. And maybe she was planning to do something to me, feeling that I'm disposable in some way because I don't have a father there, a father figure in my life. Never have, And maybe that's why my siblings suddenly came out of nowhere. I guess in my mind, how I look at it, by getting rid of me, she can live out the rest of her life as me. If she's willing to take my birth certificate and renew my passport, quote unquote, having my identity, hey, piece of paper saying that This is, me. And I can't help but think about that show, Game of Thrones. There was a character in the show that would change faces, change his identity. I think it was called the Deity with Many Faces. And it was just, change the face and go about its business and do whatever. So in some ways, she is like that. She has her own many identities and is out to have my identity, obviously, by keeping my birth date for me and requesting for my birth certificate. She's, creates these identities or steals these identities and uses them to her leisure. Sounds very much like this deity with many faces. Becoming an individual with many identities and faces, it would seem. That sounds about right. That sounds like her. So with that said, keep your information to yourself. Maybe that's the way to go. If you let other people, have your information, great. Just hopefully they don't disclose anything, and hopefully they don't try to steal your identity or try to do any harm to you, because apparently knowing one's astrology and being a practitioner of black magic could be harmful to someone. This is your livelihood. Your life is in the astrology. All right. If you have anything you wish to share, pass me a line. Thanks.